Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the stream. My name is Cat Monarch, and we are once again back in Plat 5, streaming Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel with our Masochist challenge run. Hope you're all doing okay, hope you're all having a good time. It is, once again I guess, a new stream. We should look over our very impressive stats, which I think we actually did this at the end of the last one, but just in case you haven't seen them, there they are. Using a basketball mate now because we got that as a reward. We are in Plat 5 as you can see, and the deck, I did say I was going to do some work on the decks we had available between streams, but as you can tell, I have not. I may or may not have forgotten about it. So as a result, we're probably just going to be using the same deck this stream, unless we want to put some significant time and effort into editing, which we might. For we probably have an okay machine and warrior pile building up each, and there might be some way we can splice in our limited vampire pool into some kind of deck. But for the moment, we should probably just hop in, because Platinum is not going to be an easy grind. A little bit tired and looking forward to the end of the week. Before this and before dinner, I got nice and cozy in bed, and I think I may have drifted off and had some very small naps, which I definitely didn't mean to. 43 and 15. That could just be a standard deck. In fact, I probably expect it to be a standard deck, so we'll set 1, set 2, set 3. Pass turn, you just need to tribute a monster. And why am I playing this guy again? If your worm battles an opponent's monster special from the extra deck, right, it does... I mean, it helps against Tenyi. Or not Tenyi, Tenpai, maybe. But other than that, it's also a 2400 level 6 monster, which will come in handy at some point, I'm sure of it. See what our opponent's on. Not much has changed for me in the way of work or day-to-day. Continuing to read the second book in the Echoes of the Fall. It's taken me, some time to read like the first one did, because the print is a little bit smaller than Rick Riordan books, can you imagine? And some of the language you really want to read and understand properly, otherwise it kind of doesn't really paint the same picture. What's a good way? In the Echoes of the Fall, he describes animals in different ways than you would describe them. He doesn't normally just say, crocodile, for example. And while sometimes he does, it does change up the picture considerably when not. Wait, what can we do here? So we can special this. We can change that to attack. We can... How hard do we go in on this? Normal? And... actually... 500 to Buckamoon. This is going to be better. For this is a Dark Machine, which triggers this guy's effect, and it has 0 defense. Take the damage. It's not the best clock by any means, but it exists, and if we go now we can make this one. I think we probably go into this. And we'll put it in the EMZ. And that'll do. Now they have to get a 2000 monster to be able to attack, which can hit into either of these, so that's fine. Adding that back to hand in draw phase, I have the feeling this deck is not very good. Oh, special summoning during the draw phase instead. They haven't read this thing, have they? Oh, they really haven't. They might make a rank 4. And if they do, we are prepared. Hopefully they do they keep summoning to the center column, so they're probably not playing around Imperm or similar. Because there's more than just a couple cards now. Oh yeah, we got a new one last time, didn't we? There we are, Broken Line. Anyway, what'd you make? A Link 2. Yeah, that can activate its effects. Not that there's much point, but it can. Used a normal summon. It's a bot. It's just a bot. At least it seems like one. Maybe it's not. And Metal Morph, that was another new addition. How much damage? That's 800. So this doesn't do game. Doesn't matter which way we spin it. We might as well just hit him. And keep it on the field. It means we have a Book of Moon. And set. And then this will be able to attack next turn because we have Metal Morph. So he can equip it. I say Plat will not be easy when we go against what is probably another Masochist deck, or at the very least a challenge deck. But it seems to be piloted by someone who doesn't know what they're doing, or a bot. I'd argue a bot. Yep, that's fine. That's not doing anything, so just leave it. Oh yeah, they would attack in. It definitely is a bot, but they're being stopped by Hyper Psychic. Sure, just have it back in hand. And we'll give this Metal Morph. And there we go. That's our first win of the stream. And did we deserve it? I mean, I don't know. Do you count a bot win as deserved? Bet the deck quality is abysmal, so probably not. But regardless, a win is a win. And because that is our first victory in Platinum, 2 packs. And we get 1 legacy ticket. Might just save that. Let's see. What is it? Yep, that's definitely cards. Alright then. Let's go back to the main menu and take our first dip into the packs. That's solo mode. We don't get to do that. Not until we hit Diamond. 1 pack. What can we get? We anticipate many things, and we get none of it, probably. Oh hey, that's a new Vendread card. We have now got 2 Vendread monsters. None of them are ritual. That's another 6 Samurai card. Which means we're getting closer. That's kind of an extender. If you just open it for your first thing, that's a free level 4 on the field. This is not playable for us. That is our second, which is not playable still. That's playable. Like, this is what we were trying to do with Forbidden Scripture earlier. But this is really good. We're probably going to put that in the deck. And we're not playing that. That's another Ancient Gear card. We'll have to stick that in the machine deck. We've got a surprising amount of Ancient Gear spell trap support. I will say that. If we get like a couple more monsters, it's going to be a lot harder to deal with. Well, a lot better. That is not playable for us. That's our second Infinity, apparently, or third. Oh, look at that, a Link 1. Not difficult to make. Difficult to work with, though. That's for Tindangles, that's for Cubics, that's for Centurion, that's a Kaiju. We have ourselves a Kaiju. It is the biggest Kaiju. We couldn't get anything with a smaller attack, no. And Alien Dog. But it does exist. Oh, you can use the mouse wheel to scroll. We might play the Kaiju. I don't think so, because it's going to be difficult for us to out it ourselves. But let's go into the let's go back here and change up the deck, because we do now have a spell card that's worth playing. And I think for the moment we're just going to put it in instead of adjusting the deck around it, because this turns anything here into the same attack as my opponent's monster that they care to attack into. And if it's something like this, they still have to attack in with like a 25 to beat it. If they attack him with the 24, granted this is useless, but we're theorizing about ever more niche scenarios. Let's actually double check. I'm pretty sure we don't have a Vendread Ritual. No, we don't have a Vendread Ritual, but we do now have 6 whole Vendread cards. Should also probably just take that off. Alright. Massive change to the deck. New version. That's how this goes. And next duel. Brother and I have been continuing Jujutsu Kaisen. We finished, I think, the first season of Goblin Slayer. Yeah, and then we don't have the rest of it, so we then pivoted to Jujutsu Kaisen. Which, again, we have, like, maybe the first season, 2 seasons, and then not the rest of it, so... At the moment, a lot of pivoting. We're going to put this one here, and we're going to put this one here, and hope they play into just Imberm column. Although I don't think they will, looking at this field. And their mate. You know, I kind of expected something to happen with the fountain, not the rest of the field, but that's pretty cool. Hydra. Yeah, this, it's not going to be the easiest match, but we might have a chance. That's fine, because we're waiting for them to go battle phase anyway. And the thing is, if we destroyed this before this hit the field, they still get it. Discard that one. Okay. So they special this. Battle phase. I think we just Mirror Force. This is good. But let's not give them the opportunity. Yeah, okay, you can Synchro Summon defense position. But, like, that's the best you can do at the moment. Or you can Synchro Black Rose. It kinda does it. Meteor Burst? There's a few available. but I don't really know what they go into at the moment. Because it's just going in defense, probably. It is just going in defense. What did they just target? What did they just target? Targeted Chundra. At the start of the damage step. I think they've still got it. We probably still do this here to just keep them off of this. Was it incorrect to use Mirror Force first? Wait, they put this in defense position. That seems like a dumb move. Okay. What do we have in the extra deck? That's 2 effects. 3 non-links. Requires the normal summon, otherwise we're locked into Cyburst. If we're locked into Cyburst, we can then go into this one, but that doesn't really help us out. Set this, and then this is just in battle phase, right? At the start of the damage step, if this battles a monster. So we set this as well. Pass turn, I guess. I'm not sure we can win, but I don't want to just give up as easily as I have been. Yep, that's fine. I get that one out. We've, I think, lost the game from here, actually. Yep. Man, this archetype is so balanced. Yeah, we just do it here, right? Take them off the field spell. This is semi-limited. Because, you know, impactful Master Duel hits, right? And we just lose. Like, this on the field would have unironically helped, but, oh, that's Tenpai. Nice reality check, you know? And bumping us back down to 4 wins for the next rank. That is genuinely the question this month. Can we rank up in Platinum? Can we string together enough wins? I don't think the answer is yes, but we are going to try. It's the Life Twin field spell. I don't know what Life Twin sprite... Well, no, I should have been paying attention to what Life Twin sprite have been doing the past few encounters. I will say I don't know what my hand does. It really depends on the draw, because these two are unsummonable at the moment. And we could, like, pitch, what is it? We can pitch Strybor for Wind Blast and then revive him with Regulus, but that's still a turn 4 play. And we're trying to brick them while they have access to an E-Telly, which they do normally tend to link off. But they also tend to put up a Spell Trap Negate. And it's not like this is doing anything here. I think we save ourselves some trouble. I'd like to be optimistic, but there's not much that's going on. Not much that we can beat. Because we are going to have to start, trying to win more, like, unwinnable situations, I guess. Sort of like, just try and push through and persevere, because if we surrender every duel we think we can't win, we won't advance. There are going to be a lot of decks here that are just, you would think unbeatable with what we have. I would expect Tenpai. So, let's find out. We can summon a... You're an Earth? Yep. We can't summon anything from the extra deck. So, I think we set one. We might as well activate this. 1. 2. Set this one. And activate this one. Let's take a look at what they're on. See if we can break them. Burn. Monster effect in their hand or graveyard. I think we give them that one first. And... yeah, we're going to need to start hitting in for damage at some point, so let's try setting. They might have Magic Cylinder and all those good cards already, but we don't know. Their hand is very likely going to be like set 5 pass. They could have already drawn Lava Golem actually. I maybe should have waited on this, because I could tribute their Lava Golem in main phase to summon this. Yeah, I should have waited. Yep. Do they have to summon it in attack? It doesn't really make a difference, but... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, full hand. In end phase, we're going to do this. Just because the less cards they have, the smaller chance there is of running into a Mirror Force or something. Well, not Mirror Force, sorry. Magic Cylinder. That would have been good to keep in hand now. What else do we have? Just Desert, Secret Barrel. Right. Let's activate. Take a look at the top 3 cards. It's the same 3 cards. I'll give you Lava Golem. And we'll go battle phase. And we will see if an attack connects. I don't think it does, but you just have to try. They have it or they don't. More often than not, they do. Weird pick. Maybe it's their only option. Alright. Main 2. It's not like you're summoning the Lava Golem anyway, and you need to wait for me... well, they don't need to wait for me to get monsters to do things, but it helps them out when I have monsters. Was there anything... so maybe Trackback would have been fine. That's okay. So they've set a Gravediggers. Oh, that's actually really funny. Normal summon. They could kill this in many, many ways. But it deals minuscule damage to me. So it's fine. Whatever happens is okay. Yeah, that's not ideal, but it'll do. Okay, so that's 15. But they haven't got, like, a Mirror Force or Magic Cylinder. Although they're not gonna, like... they're not gonna hold them anyway. That's just mean. I gave you, like, a Lava Golem before, right? We'll give you this order. And, right. They've got Lava Golem in hand. We don't know what this is. It's not Magic Cylinder. We know what this is. It's Gravediggers. Right, so now we should have perfect hand knowledge and field knowledge, except for this card, which means we can start actually chipping away at them for game very slowly. Now we look at it, because it does make a difference. We have to give them just desserts. It sucks, but it's not death. And... okay, we should have held a monster, maybe. Yeah, that's the Lava Golem. We really just shouldn't have set Shared Ride. That's what's holding us back right here. Because we can't activate this, and they are going to deal us 1,000 damage. Oh, but we can just put the next one back. And that's 1,000 damage, it's not game. We know that this isn't a problem. And we don't want to summon this. Wait, yes we do. We totally want to summon that. Normal summon. That's perfect. They can inflict 500 damage to me. During my standby phase, I'll gain it back. That's fine. It means if I give them a Just Desserts again, they still can't kill me. And they haven't activated this one. They would have done so. And I think they know that they have lost. And if they don't, they should now. So it won't give us 1,000 here, but it will give us 1,000 in the next turn. And if it went anything beyond that, it'd be fine. Unless this is bad reaction. If this is bad reaction, that's like the only card that screws me. Yeah, they know it. A well-navigated game, with the exception of setting Shared Ride. There's probably nothing special about that deck, but let's just look at it anyway. Yeah. They were running Dimension Wall. They weren't running Magic Cylinder or Magical Cylinders. And the extra deck is just 12 cards. Why not go all out? Why not make it 15 random cards? Is there any detriment to it at that point? You don't use it. You might as well put something in there you could use. Let's see what we got. Master Pack time. We're going to hold off on the Legacy Pack still. 1. Oh, another Invoked. We have Alistair, so the problem is actually just fusion summoning these. And in terms of the Alistair fusions, this is fine. It's Quick Effect Book of Moon. That requires us going into more Xyz monsters than we do. That's specifically for fairies. That's our second Gadget Box. Our second Dynamist. Our second Ogdoadic. That requires Gokis. Wait. Is that the one we can make? We can make one of those guys. Was that the first? That was the first pack as well. Ooh. Right, let's see what the second one gives us. Ha! Wait, another Prey. We are slowly putting together Gate Guardians. Sangan's really good. That's nice to see. If we are ever heading towards Chaos, I guess you could play that. More for the Pendulum Pile, is it? There's Piercing on Performer Power and Odd Eyes. And a stat mod. It's not brilliant, but it exists. That's Warrock support. We don't have Warrocks. We don't have Blue Eyes. We don't have Nephthys. We have yet another vampire. Okay. Those are indeed some cards. We now definitely need to look at the deck because... What am I doing? This one. Kazajin. And if we take a look at our related cards, where is it? We can make this one. And it searches out the Jiraigumo. Granted, it does mean we have to get this, normal summon it, use it twice. But it's like, it's a playable thing. And the thing is, if we do draw these, they are hard bricks. We can't, because we don't have the field spell. It's okay, it's not as good as I first thought, but it isn't terrible. We have more column-based removal, which seems to be a theme at the moment. So, there's that. Oh yeah, along with this guy as well. What is it with us and columns? Right. Okay, let's get rid of that one. But yeah, then yeah, we got another vampire. And I'm pretty sure we have Invoke Alistair. Yeah, we have Alistair. So Alistair and Earth, Alistair and Wind. We are playing Earths in here. Are we playing Winds? Not really, no. But we are playing Earths. Oh wait, no, we have one Wind. Fusion Summon. What do we have? That one doesn't count. You count. But we need to control then this and an Earth, which requires using this and this, or this and, you know, a level 4 to make. Fusion Summon a Dragon. Neither of those dragons. What are their... One of them's a warrior. It's a wind warrior, though, not a light warrior. Let's see. Add a poly. We don't have poly. We have this. From your field specifically. So again, we need to summon both of them. But that works. Including a spellcaster. Hand or field. So that would work. Alistair plus any individual monster. We can't use that one. We can use that one. What does it make? It makes a 3300 or 2200 Book of Moon click effect. Those are both good, but not quite right, if this card is sent from the field to the grave. So, if it's used as... I mean, this search is like 1, 2, 3, 4... Search is 4 cards. Wait, 5 cards. 6. 7. Such as 7 cards. We're probably making the deck less optimal again. Ways to fix that? Cut down on the number of cards. Do I want to, though? No. Not right now, I don't. This is starting to become a little bit more interesting. Alright, let's see. Can we string another win on top of our 1 win to get 2? Is it possible? We did it last time. We got to, like, the rank up game and just lost from there. So, it is doable. But just how long does it take to do? And can we get past Plat 4 if we can? Because getting to plat 4 is one thing. Getting past it is an entirely different. If there are no monsters in the field. So this is going in the pension scale. This one could be summoned. We could use, like, Sangan turn 1. Alright. Set 1. Contemplate. Dark Magician. Okay. Don't know why it feels like Dark... It felt like it was Dark Magician, but it just does. What do we need? They have Mysterious face down card. This is actually pretty cool. Right, we'll scale this for the stat boost. During your opponent's turn, quick effect. Discard spell trap, special summon a Dark Magician. That's actually fine for us. He does get it into rotation, which is a pain. But we can do things about that. Okay, so we can normal summon this. Then we can activate this. Tribute Sangan. Summon this. Sangan gets us to search for anything we want. This. It is spell trap removal. Yeah, we need this. On the off chance that he has Eternal Offering. Right, what do we got? Another Dark Magician, Soul Servant, Duster. We will go 1, 2, and 3. And we will then go Battle Phase. During your opponent's turn, we will attack in for this one at the moment. And activate this one. Mirror Force. Okay. That isn't the end of the world. Okay. Right, that's fine. Set this. End phase. They're drawing Dark Magician for turn. They've got 2 unknowns in hand, and we can stack their next draws. From here, the game should be relatively easy. Dark Magician go? Like, yes, that is okay. We let them go to... Okay, so they have a Dark Magician and 1 unknown in hand. That's fine. Let them declare an attack, and then we'll tribute it off. It boosts the attack of the Dark Magician girl, but that does not matter. This still clears. Right. Ooh. Hold on. Perfect. Yeah, I think we do it this way. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. And Regulus. We'll put him here. And we'll put this over here. Then we check the top 3 and see what's the scariest thing. Lubellion. You can send this, add a Bestial. Ooh. I think we actually give them Duster. I don't like saying it. I don't like doing it. But we have to give them Harpy's Feather Duster, right? We know they have a Dark Magician and 1 unknown card in... good. God, of course they do. No, it's fine. Where are you summoning from? Hand? Probably from deck. Oh, the deck is then shuffled. Continue your main phase? No. Right. So they aren't getting Duster for turn, which means they're possibly not bricked. But it also means we don't have to deal with our back row getting dusted. We have to deal with our one monster dying instead. Yeah, it happens whichever way we do it. But now the game is ours, again. Because we can control all their top decks, we can stick this in attack position and win. At least that's the theory. And we have a backup. Right, so yeah, we normal summon this. We activate this now. That, yeah, we just give them imperm. Then we go battle phase, we attack, not your effect, your effect. And what do you get back for this? Okay, so they can loop the Karibo. That is somewhat of an issue. But they have to take damage, right? During the main or battle phase. Okay, so they can just run into this, which is an issue. That's imperm. Right. Now what? Good Witch. Okay, so we simply summon the Good Witch first. We wait. What are you negating? The Good Witch or this? You're negating Good Witch. You don't know how imperm works, do you? Oh, what do we have? We have this and this and that. Right, we do this now. I am not going to special summon. They are free to have max C. We can... Yeah, we still... Oh, wait, no. Wrong one. Sorry. The whole point was that we can do this to clear, because this does not get negated. And they still have the Karibo in hand, so we didn't actually want to hit in anyway. They have Karibo, they have max C. If they set, it's going to be max C. Yeah, that'll be the max C, because they value the Karibo too much, which is understandable. Paleozoic. That's not what we need right now. Right, let's test our theory. It's the Karibo. Oh, they've lost the game. Because now they have to get a spellcaster destroyed, right? If a face-up spellcaster monster you control, yeah, you don't have... do we have darks? Oh, we have darks. What does Serenade do? Target a light or dark and either graveyard special is sent to the graveyard. You can send a branded card from your deck to the grave. Oh wait, no. We give them this, right? A brief glimmer of hope. They can activate that, we just chain in response and basically negate it. MST negates, in this case. And from there, we win the game. No, we don't. What was it? Oh, okay, yes we do. I was about to say the Magician's Robe thing comes back. Alright. Another 2 packs. And I think 2 legacy packs. 3 legacy packs, okay. Let's do it. See what these specials have in store for us. What do we get? Defcon Bird. Excuse you? Discard another Cyber special. Once per turn, if Cyber, so you can make its attack double, then change its defense position. Interesting. Another low scale. but it can be a high scale. Spear shot, normal summoned. I mean, it does piercing, but it's not really anything. That's not going to work. That's a fusion material for a monster we don't have. And we don't have Mind Golem. So that's not even playable. Right. 2 Master Packs. Let's see what we can get. More Gate Guardian or Ancient Gear stuff would be kind of cool. Right. Oh, this is kind of... Yeah, this is like Fleur. I know it says Noble Knight, but it's kind of more towards Fleur. More Reptile support. Let's go. Token generation. Ooh, it's a shame we don't have Metal Reflect Slime. That would be insane. What is it? You cannot normal or special summon. You can set, but that's not going to do anything. More snake support. That looks like a snake, but it's what? So that's not going to help. We don't have Abyss Actors, and we rarely... It's still rare that we summon Xyz monsters. It's an extender, but unless we control an Xyz monster, then it's just going to be a brick. Ferret Flames. In theory, that is good for us, but I think by that point, like, our life points are rarely ever going to be at the point... What am I trying to say? In theory, this is always live. In practice, they probably just kill us with this, because less than or equal to. This is unsummonable. The equip card is banned. That's in Koaki Miro. Another super heavy card. Spellcaster, Kashtira. Ooh. If your opponent controls a level 5, you can spec this. It's a machine. And that's interesting. It protects the Synchro. We probably put that in the machine deck, and we don't have Melodious. And we don't have a fairy monster we want to fusion summon, I don't think. But still, let us proceed onwards. 4. Where is it? So yeah, this is something to keep an eye on. This is a special summon. That's it. That's all it is for us. Level 6 special summon. It's smaller attack than this, higher defense, but this is also technically removal. And if used as synchro material, we get to banish a thing. This probably well, no, this definitely goes in the machine deck, though. Because what can we do, then? We can make this ensure that the synchro summon is negated. Or the synchro summon can't be negated, sorry. And that it can't be, like, hit by a trap hole. Which means that its effect should just go off. Because this is if synchro summoned. So yeah, that'll be a good card, but not for this deck. Right. We have a 2-win streak. How long that lasts is very questionable. One broken line, 2 Jirai Gumo, 2 sour scheduling. The fantastic Stryborg. Oh, this is possibly very good. Depends on what they actually have in their opening hand. Let's see. You think I'm going to summon that many times? Actually, yeah, no, we just give them Nibiru. Now, Salamangreat have very easy access to Link monsters, but they can only then get one monster effect, and a Link 1 is not going to beat Inspector Border. That's fine. A Link 1 still does not beat Inspector Border. Plus we have MST for the field spell. Yeah, it is just a hard counter. I can't blame them. Maybe not really earned, but on the other hand, they were not breaking through that. Right, another 2 Master Packs. We are now at the highest rank we have been. Plat 5, with 1 duel to get to Plat 4. Ooh. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Well, let's take a look. I can't actually see what those are, so we're just gonna continue. Anyway, so we got a Karakuri, which is good for the machines. And it floats, so that's pretty cool, actually. That'll be useful. A Mecha Phantom Beast. We are getting an amount of those as well. Flip face up, summon 2 tokens, cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects when you... Okay, so it's just, you know, it's Marshmallow with extra steps. And it will become a level 9 monster. I wonder if we have any level 9s we can make. Well, rank 9s, sorry. Liberty at Last is just a good card. We can, like, this is removal. We're not playing this. We're definitely not playing this. Right, okay, so, we got Grantus Dragon, which is difficult for us to summon. We got Left Arm Offering. I don't think we want that still. We don't have something that's good enough to build around. That's the one card we didn't get revealed to us. And then we got Tidal. I don't think we have enough water monsters. Maybe we have enough dragons. But I don't think so. Although it's probably worth looking up. Let's have a quick check. No, that was our first pack. Second pack. Still not quite used to it. 1. Wind Up Dog. Okay, that's definitely an effect. I don't think we really have enough for wind-ups. We don't have many Blackwings. That's... I could swear we have this one. You know what? Maybe we don't. It's fine. We got an Agnissa. Not currently worth it. We don't have generators. During the turn this was normal summon. You can normal summon an Old Swarm as well. So that's basically a rank 4 if we get another Old Swarm card. That's not going to be playable for us. This is only playable if our opponent is doing extremely well. But if we summon it, we possibly just win the duel. Dunno. Needs thought. Anyway, let's go back to the deck. And let's have a quick looky. So yeah, we were going to look at dragons. Because we have a Tempest. Not Tempest, Tidal. Alright, we do have a number of dragons. But there's some of these which are... I could swear some of these are... Okay. There are a couple that are structure deck. But we also have a surprising amount that isn't. Wait, didn't we get the counterpart to this? It is, yeah, here. If you control an earth monster, you can special this from your hand. Once per turn, you can target a water dragon. This becomes the same level. So we actually have a way to make a rank 8. It's not great, and you do have to hard draw it, but it exists. That's awful. And we have a dragon maid. This is a dragon. There's elements to it here. We do have 2 dragon rulers. We don't actually have 2 blue eyes. These are structure deck. Otherwise that would make this a lot better already, which is slightly ironic. It's to think about, but I don't think it is that good for us. Not yet. Yeah, it is our second one of those. But it does just float into a Karakuri, which means you can float this into another one. Now this being removal, do we value it against any of our other removal? I don't think so. At least not right now. I mean, for the moment, I think we do just want to leave the deck. Surely we don't have a metal reflect. No, we don't. Sad times. Alright, back into it. We have 1 duel to rank up into Plat 4. And then it will be the highest we've ever been if we can achieve such. Well, we're on our rank up and we're going first. Let's see how this pans out. We get a connection. Solid start. We go against an opponent with many an accessory. Not so solid a start. Right, we have to set this, we have to set head judging, and we have to set Fairy Wind. I'm not going to set Metal Morph because we don't have anything worth using it on. This will leave the field this turn. I'm fairly certain of it. The only hope is that we can, you know, return monsters to the hand that don't necessarily want to be in the hand. Okay, so is it Dark Magician then? Oh, it might just be Dark Magician. Which does mean there is a problem. Head judging is not going to do much here. Oh. Okay, so we can put Ryo back in their hand. Oh no. Wait, Synchro? Chaos Angel? I'm making Chaos Angel. Well, what if you lost a 50-50? That has an on-summon effect. Well, we were going to fire it anyway. So yeah, what if you just lost a 50-50? And gave me an unaffected by monsters Chaos Angel? How about now then? What's the game plan? When your monster declares an attack, you target one spell trap your opponent controls, negate the attack, and if you do, destroy that card. Your monster. Each player can only set. Monsters cannot attack the turn they were summoned from the extra deck. Add a monster from grave to hand. You would probably add the Magician's Souls. And you've got a face down. That could be anything. It is not worth flipping this. And it's not worth doing that just yet, either. That could be a defensive tool we need later. 3,500. Main 2. Now we can set the Metamorph. It's unaffected by my opponent's activated monster effects, and my monsters cannot be destroyed by battle at all. To add a monster from your graveyard to your hand. We will let you have that. You add Magician's Souls. Surely. That's the only thing I could think of. And then you Magician's Soul send a spellcaster spec. Yep. Okay. That's fine. Oh, I can declare multiple attacks, but yeah. Anyway. Okay, so they get a Dark Magician. No. No point in doing anything just yet. He may have forgotten Chaos Angel. I don't think it returns control. So, yeah, I'm not going to do anything to stop that. On the off chance that they do get Eternal Soul. Reveal this, add a Dark Magician or a non-ritual, then place this on the bottom. Okay, so you could get a Magician Souls for next turn. No, you get Karibo. Okay, and you put that on the bottom of the deck. How much damage do we have here? Because we have a good bit. Right, I need to do some thinking. Flip. Effect. Bounce. Do not select another card. We can attack in for 35. I think we just normal summon this. And then we go battle phase, because this will hit in for 24. I think this can, or the Karibo can summon in defense position, right? Oh, they just chose not to? Ah, you can do it in response. Okay, no, that's fine. That's still fine. It's got to be in defense position, right? Yeah. So no, we do just continue the attack. They get it back. It's not the end of the game. You cannot summon... Okay, so... Yeah, we can't use this. But that's fine. You can add it from grave to hand. Right. But you still don't have anything. You have a Chaos Angel to face down, and this one, which, you know, hurts anything he summons from the extra deck, which just isn't happening. And you got Fairy Wind on the off chance. Yeah, we'll leave it, because, again, if it happens to be Eternal Soul, or if we happen to be able to stop, like, Dark Magical Circle, that's the kind of, like, that's the ideas we want. Add a non-ritual monster that mentions it, okay. So, yeah, what do you do now? Palladium. Yeah, but you did not draw the card. Okay. And you were special summoning a Dark Magician then. That's fine. Nope. No need. What are you planning to do? Negate your own attack, probably. Yeah. We don't like that, actually, so I'm going to get rid of this now. No effect. You do not negate the attack. Do you have anything to boost your damage output? Because I can boost mine. Only 300. But it does put you on 500 life. And if they don't read, they just quit anyway. Yeah. That'll do it. Well, it was an actual opponent. And we managed it. Granted, with a great deal of luck, but we are now ranked up in Platinum. It has happened. This is leaps and bounds of progress for us. We deserve Legacy Pack ticket. Let's go, let's see what we have. Skip and open them up. Tribute a Psychic, return... Oh, okay, you can hand loop. At the cost of 1 Psychic monster. I know they still get 3 cards, but hey, that's better than it could have been. Wait, that is a quick play. Huh. It's... I mean, it's not anti-Tenpai, but it is. I don't think it's good enough that we play it. But it is good. That began the duel in the main deck. That's one weird... I mean, it makes sense. It's just like... why the distinction? Dimension Distortion. No. We don't have a good banish deck. We don't have plants. And... whose level is less than or equal to half the tributed monsters. So we could tribute a level 4 to search... Oh no, it's Graveyard. Ooh. No, definitely not. Right, okay. The much more interesting time. We're opening them at a faster rate. We're still not changing their deck a huge amount. It worries me a little bit. Right. A Crawler monster. MST on legs. Let's go. We can't play this. That's a constructed deck that's difficult to pilot. We don't have 2 monsters. That's actually a generic rank 5. That is really good. Can we make it? Actually, we could. Might have to think about putting that in. The columns. The columns. They keep speaking to me. Welcome back to just, does your opponent play? Welcome back to Budget Mech Knights. That's pack 1. Let's see what we get from this one. 1. Sunset Beat. Oh, that's really good, actually. That's a super good flip card. Shooting Starbow Seal. We don't have a mask change. Does it even count as a fusion summon? That's an interesting question. We can't make that. Another super heavy. Amazoness Pet Liger. It is a named card, but it's a named card and then archetype name, so we can't really do it. Sunset Beat is really good for a flip deck, though. It's crazy strong. Let's just take a look. What is it with columns? I'm just getting them all the time. This... Okay, what is stopping coming up? This isn't coming up as often because we're just, like, bulging the deck size. So that's the reason, really. This is removal. Like, column-based removal. Column-based removal. Column-based removal. Column-based removal. It's so tempting. And we can actually just put the XEs in now. What's the chances that we make this? When this card destroys a monster by... sorry, tuner plus a one or more non-tuner synchro. Okay, the chance exists, but it's unlikely. We haven't actually ever made Celestial Wolflord. I think we cut that instead. Put this one in. Any monsters we change, we don't need to change this. If we draw both of them, that is just a rank 4. But not much else. Loses 1,000 attack, but can attack your opponent directly. We don't have anything that benefits from that. Unless you count this, which we technically have access to as long as we can make a rank 4. But it's very situational. That is just... No. Your opponent's going to play around it like pretty quickly. They're going to summon into this column and bounce this back to the hand, or just like get rid of it. But it's so good. I think I'm not going to change this stack. Let's just, like... Let's put this in. Let's put this in. And let's start thinking about our column-based things. Or just removal in general. Where are we looking at? We got Jiraigumo semi-recently. Let's go related cards. And Broken Line, right? Column. Yeah, that actually just tells us about all the column stuff. Oh, and this is column-based as well. That's not going to happen. We've got weathers, but we only have one weather monster, right? Yeah, we have one weather monster. So that's not worth it. What are we looking at here? Okay, let's filter through our machines. Let's maybe try and start refining some kind of machine deck. Okay, we got Junk Giant. Your opponent controls level 5 or higher special. Oh yeah, we want to put in our tuner monster. This one, at bare minimum. This one wants to go in. That is big, but it doesn't do much. 2 level 5 machines. Actually, we seem to call... No, we got Clockwork Knight. That does turn these into machines. We don't have Cyber Dragons though, so it is just on its own. This is another Dark level 2 machine. Okay, where are we? There's Inspector Border. There's Regulus, there's the Blast Spider. There's that. What else do we have? A Fire Attacker. No, we need non-tuners. We need good non-tuners here. Let's see. Gen X doesn't really work. What about these? The Mecha Phantom Beast. Declares an attack. Inflicts battle damage. Oh yeah, right, there's the Cosmo package we might want to think about. Where are other Mech Phantom Beasts? Because we have a couple of them. Maybe I'm just skimming by them all. There's Hamstrat, special summon 2 tokens. Oh wait, no, we got one super early one, right? So he's going to be right at the bottom. Yep, there. And these two. Tribute 1 token and target 1 spell trap. Tribute 1 token, target change to face up defense. What is it? Discard special a token. And that's on flip. Tribute a Mech Phantom Beast spec it. Like wind machines. Are any of those tuners? Because that would have worked extremely, extremely well. They aren't. This is the kind of thing that I didn't actually want to do on stream, but it looks like we're doing on stream. Simply because it can take a lot of time and thought, and you might not necessarily come up with anything. You might decide that in the end, what you had was like just as good and or better. So 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. We got a good few 4s. Do we have any more that are going to be any better? That one is. It's one of a couple Dynamis. But I don't think we can get pen scales. That does float into itself. And the Karakori are machines anyway. So let's just drop those 2 in and find out what other... We have this one. Face of attack position is selected as a target. Change it to defense. So you could run those as like a small engine. And that adds a Karakori. But then again, we're kind of like missing out on the ancient gear stuff right now. Okay, let's get rid of the ancient. Let's type in ancient. That should give us all the gear cards we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, we don't want box. And then if we type in machine for a filter, how do we get rid of them? This one, right? And that means we can get something like this. This one, Clockwork Knight. That's... yeah, that floats machines. So yeah, we could put this in. It's a rank 5 we can make. It's not optimal. I mean, that is a Cyber Dragon in the graveyard, but it's not something we want to do. Spell summon up to twice that many tokens. There's no restriction on that. You do just get tokens. That's not going to help out. Right. That's our normal summons stop there. Which is a healthy balance, actually. Oh wait, where's the Gizmek? This is a period when that... because we have a Gizmek, right? That might come in handy just here. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can discard 1 monster, add 1 monster. The odds that we special summon this that cannot be normal summoned or set. I think these can all be normal summoned or set. There's nothing here that has to be special summoned, so it'd be exactly like these two. And wait, it's in defense position. No, just special summon it, so you get one of these. What else are we looking at? I mean, we need to take a look at our synchro pool, actually. Let's do that first. So we have this one. We could... We're now playing Earths, we're now playing Winds. We can't with this, because we haven't got in a Dark Pendulum. Which feels like a loss. I feel like we actually want to do that. We don't have a Gen X tuner in here. Nor should we really be playing one, I don't think. We can put this one back in. We don't have waters or a way to make waters. Right, 2 seconds. Need to drink. Right, anyway, now that my throat feels slightly better, it was getting a little dry, that is most likely our synchro pool that we actually want to play, because I believe if we take a look at our Gen X monsters, they are not brilliant, and our tuner is a level 1. Yeah, this thing. Granted, we can like battle float into it, but that's not going to help us. The current, what is it? The current combo for this Link 1 is to normal summon this, add this, bounce this to hand, normal summon. Well, no, you normal summon, you don't add, because then the combo stops. And what do you end up with? You end up with 5 stars worth of synchro material. That's it. I don't think we can really justify that. Let's take a look at our links, because there were a couple good ones. So this one, track back because it's the most generic. Ah wait, we can make the harpy thing again. Where is it? Do we want to? Possibly not. We destroy a spell trap you control instead. Probably don't want to make this. But what else would we want to... Oh yeah, where is it? Right down here. We can't make anything particularly higher because they require things we do not have access to in this current version. We could play the attribute change. Maybe it is worth doing. Does it change anything in the extra deck? I don't think so. It means we can make this. That's about it. Let's see. This doesn't lock us. This won't. This doesn't. This does. Also, you can only use those for the rest of the turn. It is a... it's not even once per turn. If I open this in a full hand, I can just pass on this. problem being I need to change it into waters, but you know, the theory is there. 2 monsters with different types and attributes, that's not happening here. We might just want to put in this, and... Wait, what do we have? 7s. Not that many of them, though. So no point there. Oh yeah, we have Parasomnia Pillow. Where is it? Late. This one. Like, this is a machine deck. Is it good? Probably not. We might want to even lean further into, like, level 5s. Wait. Okay, so we do have an amount of Abyss Actors. I'd forgotten about that. It's just they are not particularly great. Because we have 1,000, 700, and 100. So we don't have any of the beat sticks. What do we have for way of 5s? I promise I'll stop soon. Oh yeah, the whole point was that we're going to put in the invoked fusions. This is a 5? Alright. What else? We do have a Tenyi. Tenyi, Yangzing. We have a lot of various 5s, including a Cyber Dragon. But it does require us to control no monsters. What else are we looking at? I think nothing that's particularly worth it. 2 level 5 Earths. If your life points are lower than your opponent's, you can special summon it. That is a special summon of just a level 5 monster. A good chunk of the time, anyway. Do we want this in the extra deck? Maybe. Tuna. Tuna. I know there is something we do want in the deck, and it's another tuna monster, because we only have 2 of those at the moment. We have 2 and 3 with a good few level 3. Well, you know, a few level 3s, all the tokens are 3s. We aren't using 7s? No, we're not using 7s, so that doesn't matter. And the rest of them are level 4. We might want the 5. Because that does mean that this is possible. And it does allow us to special summon a monster back from the graveyard. And then what? And then the invoked fusion, I guess. The other one. Because we have... where is he? Alistair the Invoker. And the tokens are, you know, wind monsters, so that does mean that this is actually semi-easy. We'll save this as Machines Mark 1. I'm not going to test it right now because we're in, we are in Platinum. And it does best to stick with something that's actually winning when you're in Platinum. I don't mind using this as like our test run through Gold to see how consistent it is. But in theory we now have a machine deck. with probably awful test hands. I mean, as far as test hand goes, it's not terrible. We got a 2600 defender, inflicts damage, summons a token, hopefully, and then this can't be run over by the other monsters, they have to get rid of the token first. And what does that mean for our next turn? It does mean that we have a level 6 Synchro, or we contribute to add the Labyrinth tank. We have a Battle Floater, we have a Marshmallow with extra steps, we have Removal, and we have the Ancient Gear thing. We might be seeing that a lot in these theoretical test hands, that we have an Ancient Gear card and no Ancient Gears. Like, this is, you know, half solid. You get this, you summon this to that column, you use its effect, you put something in the spell trap, and then you bounce. Although if someone knows Gate Guardian, they might actually play around this. And then this is not bad if you fail to actually use that. And if it does get into the graveyard, you have a Regulus that's live. I think I kind of like these test hands. There are some that look a little bricky. Just a couple. But I think I like it. So, we have a machine deck. Compared to this monstrosity, which is just adding cards and adding cards. Speaking of adding cards and adding cards, is there any card we want to add? I mean, yeah, it's not usable. It's just something we can look at and think about. Wait a minute. Rank 3. We have this thing, don't we? And what do we have anything that we're not going to summon in here? No, in theory we should summon everything, maybe except for this one. Let's get the rank 3. Where are we looking? I must be blind. There we go. Because an option does exist for, what is it? This one, make 2 tokens, they kill another token, tribute a token, special summon a Mech Phantom in the graveyard. That gives you a rank 3, which is draw 2. That's not bad. Now, of course, this deck is forfeiting some power staples, but maybe that's not a bad thing. Right, let's get back into it actually now. Continue our run in Platinum with our current deck. I am likely to continue a sneezing fit. Right, we get first. Nice. Where are we at? We are at a Floodgate, a Pop, and some potential removal. We set this, and we set this to this one. Let's see what they got. We also just have a level 6 Synchro next turn. Imperm. Okay, that's fine. They are playing around columns. Shining Sarcophagus. We've gone against this a number of times. We leave that, that's fine. Maybe you put the sarcophagus behind it. Maybe. Not quite. During your main phase you can add one, but yeah. Unfortunate. I think we just lose here. At the very least we're close to it. If you control a shining sarcophagus and a monster that mentions it. Ah, but you've got the condition now. I should have removed it when I had the chance, I guess. Yep. They're playing around. They're like... This didn't play around the column, and it upsets me that they have then played around the column with everything else. Dark Magician. Are they not going Gandora Turbo? Maybe they are. They're going to put it here, aren't they? That they are. Sure. Oh, that's it. You're just going battle phase? Yeah, go for it. Nope. You have a different attack target now. What else do we have? Okay, a set card. 2 set. And end phase. And this one. Right, so we've got an unknown, we got this one. What does it actually do? Yeah, that's fine. I don't like that, but I guess it's fine. Oh wait, we have a spell negate, right? Yeah, you have a spell negate. So how do we do this? Negate the activation. Special summon. Just a little guy. Let's see. What is this? Level 5. Right, so what can we do from here? We can make this. But the monsters have less attacks, so they cannot attack, but they can activate their effects. And we could also, well, we can't make 7. We can link. No, we can't link, we have to synchro summon. So let's do that for the moment. And take out the spell negate. At least that's the theory. Right. Oh, we have to hit this. Right. Main 2. I mean, that's the problem. We don't want to allow them to attack, but we also don't want to allow that to be over. Fuck it. Do they care enough to read it, or are they just going to go, haha, spell? Doesn't really matter. Yeah, we've kind of lost this one. Yeah, we have. Kind of funny, I did just see someone have a rant on Reddit about how bad the deck is, but it's just, you know, I'm only ever going against it with a Masochist deck, which means I really don't quite think so. I don't have the same view everyone else does. It's not like anything I could do would particularly change the outcome of that. I don't think so, anyway. Oh dear, what are we against then? Probably Tenpai. We could Pendulum Summon? There's no point. Set. Summon. Effect Veiler. Sure. That convinces me. Definitely Tenpai. Just activate Spell Trap. It'll work, it'll do the thing. Activate monster even. Activate hand trap is what I meant to say. Like, yeah, that's fine. Just click button and win. Yep, would you look at that? It's Tenpai. Yeah, I think we do. It doesn't make loads of difference either way. They still just get the field spell and do absolutely everything. Like, yeah, can you tell it's a Tenpai player by how they shotgun their hand traps? They aren't going to cycle through any light monsters, and we didn't get the guys to change, the ones to change attributes. Do they fuck up? I think they fucked up. What do we have? What does this do again? Once per turn for full damage count, you can destroy that monster if you do. The thing is, we don't really want to go into battle phase against Tenpai. Like, it's a huge problem to do so. But we kind of have to. So, normal summon. Special summon? Oh wait, rank 4. How much do we... No, I think we go into this one. Maybe that's wrong. I don't think they know that they could have killed me last turn. Blue Eyes. Blue Eyes Tenpai. I'm very confused. They should have, like, absolutely everything. It's Tenpai. They can't have, like, this works, like... I'm confused. They just have everything. Like, you just go for it. End the main phase. That doesn't work to your advantage. And you've set a quick play spell. That can't be activated this turn, and you've just ended the main phase. And you're going to attack into what? I am so confused. I think they are too. They've given themselves mental damage. Yeah, let's activate this. Let's just have a quick looky at those top 3 cards. It's not during the battle phase, you muppet. And now, because you've activated that, I do actually get to stack your deck. This is not a good Tenpai player. I'll give you another Blue Eyes. I don't know. No. I mean, it doesn't matter. Battle phase? You just, like, synchro summon. I am turn player. But I don't think that matters. Surely you just... What are you waiting for? Are you waiting for the last possible moment? I'm not going to change my attack target, you're just going to synchro summon, so just go ahead and do it. How could they... Why can't... Is it this one? Your fire dragon monsters can't be destroyed by battle, that's fine. Go on then, synchro summon, just hurry up with it, like, you're confusing me greatly. We're going to attack this one. It's the only non-tuner there, and we're now in damage set. Cool. Like, they are the worst Tenpai player I have come across. Are they just going to shotgun this trap again? I'm not going to chain anything to that. Chain this. Go for it. End the main phase. You've got a Blue Eyes and a Chandra in hand. Like, yeah, go for it. You gotta know how to play Tenpai. It's not difficult. What are you waiting for? What are you thinking about? You've got 1 tuner, 3 non-tuners. Okay, you're just gonna go for this one. No. No, you're not doing the right thing. You know, this is a during the battle phase effect. You know, I don't quite know. I don't know what goes on in their head. I don't understand them. We should not have won that, like, just factually speaking. Who needs a Tenpai counter when the opponent does not play Tenpai? They play Glowing Button. I'm gonna take some legacy packs for that. That's certainly a duel of all time. Plasma Ball. Direct attack and destroys itself. Which means it triggers Mech Lords. That's interesting. Night Lizard. Yep, not playing that. Dice reroll. Oh dear, more gambling. And Orchestrated Core. I don't think we really have any cards for that. Nope, we wanted to stay in the shop. One click too far. Master Pack. Pack number 1. Have a looky. See what we get. Ha! A Fortune Fairy. If this card is special summon, you can target a face-up monster on the field and banish it until the standby phase. But that more Mech Phantom Beast. It's a non-tuner again. We actually have quite consistent 6 access, don't we? Maybe I should put the Insector in there. Violons, we don't have enough of. Mermail. This has never been good, unfortunately. That, on the other hand, is playable. We will have non-effect monsters. Oh, that's a good old staple. Good old Breaker. Gunkan Suship. You can reveal another Gunkan in your hand, special summon this, and then apply the following. You see, we can't, like, it's good, but we can't actually play it. Is there any benefit to this? It's a rank 4. Detach material, place this in your pension zone, then you can add a pendulum monster from the graveyard to your extra deck. I don't think there's any benefit to playing this. Pendulum Zombies does not seem like the kind of thing that's going on in my polls. But maybe this pack changes that, who knows? Rika Tranquility. We don't have plants. I keep trying to say this. Yeah, this isn't terrible. We have spellcasters. We don't have illusions, I don't think. But we do have spellcasters. It's kind of Magic Cylinder. Oh, another Argenex Turbo. That does make the Gen X combo slightly better, although we still don't really have a good level 5 Synchro. That is a deck. But I don't know if we have... I need to take a look at our card pool. I don't think we have generators. That's another Ghost Trick card. That's another Protector. And that's another Guardian Growl. Okay. We've got our packs. I don't think the deck has changed any as a result. The machine deck might. I mean, we're getting more Gen X cards. Eventually. Maybe we get Gen X, like just the combo. But yeah, I'm pretty sure, just to prove a point, we have 2 generator monsters, and this has to summon from deck. So we're counting on getting this before either of these 2. Not that this is particularly terrible by itself in the machine deck. And this is okay. And what was I thinking? I wanted to look at 9s. We have 1. Requires 4 of them. So that is not happening. Right. Continuing on. That is probably the best replay that we have got to date. Simply because our opponent just does not understand fundamentally what they should be doing. Which is crazy to me. Tenpai is not a complicated deck. Oh, what a going first hand. Okay, what do you have then? Set. 2. Oh, okay. Sword Soul. We have Destruction. But, in theory, full Sword Soul combo literally does not care. In theory, my opponent knows how to full Sword Soul combo. Yeah. They're not playing fast. And we do happen to have, like, Inspector Board of Vortex, which means they have a monster effect from full Sword Soul combo. But it does still fail to get past Changing, which is the issue. Does Changing's cost replacement effect work under Inspector Border? Are they adding trap cards to hand, or are they just setting them every so often? They're not searching for them. Ooh, hello, we have someone in chat. How do? Welcome to the stream. My name is Cat Monica, and as you can see, we're playing Master Duel. If you haven't heard of a Masochist challenge before, I can explain it. I'm doing alright. Hope you're doing well as well. We are currently in Platinum 4, with a win streak of 1, which, you know, that'll do something for you. And we're currently debating if we can actually beat Sword Soul. The answer is probably no. But this feels like a beatable board. Favourite game? Not by a long shot. But it is currently what I'm streaming every Monday and Thursday. Do you want to tag out with the Baron? I don't think they know what they're doing. At least not entirely. Screw it. Column. You don't play Relinquished Anima. They think in a lot on every activation. How long have I streamed on Twitch? Good question. It's months now. I can tell you it's definitely months. Ah, you see, that's not a negate though. Which does mean I get rid of your monsters. And you sent us to pop one card. Right, okay, we'll get rid of that, and we'll get rid of that, and we'll wait for them to see what happens. And while it's their turn, I can actually check somewhat how long I've been streaming. Let's check the properties of this thing, if I can find it. 20th of August. Okay, so we have been streaming, at the very least, since 20th of August. Oh, definitely part-time. This is a hobby. If this card is synchro summoned, it was not synchro summoned. Quick effect, target another effect monster on the field, negates effects. It's fine. That is unfortunate. You can tribute this card. That is not a... I mean, you don't control it. I can negate the effect, but there's no difference. Like, you're just going to summon something that has an unsummoned effect, so we might as well negate that, then Wing Blast your Grandmaster. Yeah, summon Murier. Okay. Alright, let's see if we can call the 50-50 correctly. Or if they fail to call it. That's the better way of putting it. Yes, use the effect. Can you succeed a heads tails coin toss? The last person didn't, and it won me the game. Thank you. Although, what was the card they revealed? Add a Sword Soul. Yep. That'll get them back in the game. That's very kind of you. Not often we have people popping in just saying words of encouragement. Oh, wait, hold on. That was... yeah, that's nothing. Right. No, okay, it does let me activate eventually. Discard this. And back to the extra deck with you. Bye. Sure, you don't control a fusion though. You keep your monster and you... yeah, you put a defense wall on the field when it's about to come to my turn. That's insanely bad. Yeah, you can introduce yourself. I mean, I don't know how much further introductions go beyond your actual username in Twitch chat, so I guess we can find out. I guess it's worth saying in games that you think you're going to lose. We have changed the tide. We have a monster, a technical negate, and a mirror force. They have an unknown set card, and whatever they are top decking. They have gone through 1, 2 Emergence, 2 Moye. I think we have to try this now. They could be going for a 3rd Moye, but we don't want to risk it. Call it. They got it. Ooh. Right. Let's see what you get there. In theory, it's just Moye. Tire. Special summon token. Oh, you get the Synchro monster again. But I'm not activating monster effects, so that's not a threat. Nice to meet you too. That's a long time making gamer art. Draco Berserker saying you. Wait, hold on. Yes! That's brilliant. You can showcase it. You are... just fair warning. Far from the first. Probably... I mean, I'd say not the last, but at this point it's actually kind of petered out a little bit. If you're wondering what kind of platform to contact me on, Discord, and the username is the same as the channel name. Yeah, that does not stop Mirror Force this many columns over. It's a nice try. We're in a top deck war and I have a monster on the field. You have maybe a Moye left in deck. And that's your best card, probably. Yeah, I'm on Discord. And the name is the same as the channel name, Cat Monarch. But yeah, I am not unfamiliar with being asked if I'm wanting particularly profile or banner art. And the current answer is that I am trying to like design something myself very slowly. Because I don't have a definite idea. but I want it done, like... I want to feel good about it. This isn't a tuner, is it? No. And set a card. Their top decks are significantly better, but we do have Penguin Soldier Fairyland, which is not terrible, plus a monster already on the field that's attacking them. And certain spell traps are just going to be dead draws. Okay, so yeah, you can target a Sword Soul, you can get Moye back yourself. I'll accept it after the stream. There is very little chance that you found, like, the wrong person, so to speak. I don't think anyone has. Everyone who's bothered to try and contact me has, you know, actually managed it. You can target cards in the field up to the number of different, shuffle them into the deck. Oh, you're going to shuffle back your own Moye. That's funny. But they are now winning the top deck war because they have got 2 cards, shuffled back shuffled back a starter, and are they about to make Cheng-Ying or Baron? Or maybe the Sinister Sovereign. Penguin Soldier can deal with Cheng-Ying, actually, which is incredible here. Yeah, I couldn't have asked for much better. $1,200 is fine. We're still ahead in life points. We can bounce these 2 back. Because, yeah, this is not destruction removal. So, goodbye. And goodbye. Now what? Right, monster cards. That is a monster card. It's not one we can summon. See what they draw. They've got a starter, minimum. Probably 2 starters left in deck. All 3, kind of. 4. Possibly 4 starters. That's one of them. We are on the back foot and a half. We haven't summoned from the extra deck, so this can come out with its full. You're trying to... Okay, what are you banishing? Banish this one. If a monster is banished, okay. So that doesn't do it. Like, he gets to go into an 8, which means he can make the Yangzing again. You can shuffle back the face down, which isn't terrible, actually. I don't need it. It's the same look of the drawer anyway. Oh, we're so close. But it's also so far. I'll check Discord after the stream. I try and not have Discord going at the same time as stream because it just pops up with notifications non-stop. If you're during the main phase, if monster you can activate. Oh yeah, okay, that's fine. Oh, no, come on. We need like a monster, any old monster. If you get a monster with 1,000+ attack, you win. It's not a monster with 1,000+ attack. Now you see one good thing. Floodgates, baby. I would not normally be happy to stand behind this, but on the other hand, we're on a Masochist challenge, so we got to take what we can get. And this is effectively just an imperm. Right, what can we do? We can summon Good Witch. And this negates on-field or engrave, which means that's okay. It's not blackout, is it? Come on, it's not blackout. Book of Moon. They probably know it doesn't work. At least they should. But it would be funny if they impermed. Yeah, no. Okay. It doesn't have any floating. We have a 3k monster. Come on, just get, like... There's so many cards that don't do it in your deck. So many. And we just need, like, one monster that we can normal summon. 1,000 or more attack. That's an imperm. And that would be game. But I have a feeling about what card they just set. Call by the Brave. What are you... Inspectable order? That's fine. Is it imperm? Oh, they... No. Come on. No, I can't attack with that. Okay, I have to do it. I have a monster still. You do not. But you have given yourself a chance. That is crazy play. I love it. Oh no, come on. No, that's mean. Target the Nebularia. What did you... No, what did you target? What did you target? Oh, they targeted the Draco. Oh, that was so close. I'm so frustrated that they won that, but that was an insanely good game. They played well. Well, I think they did. I'm not completely sure. Yeah, they've got 3 Morie. And they have... Yeah, they just have the full lineup. Interesting that they didn't use Garua. I don't know. Anyway, next duel. Did not win, no rewards. Keep it going. As I said, I'll do it once the stream's over. If you're wondering what kind of a time frame that might be, we might be here for like nearly another hour or so. That's certainly a name. That certainly looks like a standard deck. But that is not a standard play. Set. Set. Masochist deck? Yes, I'll accept the request, but not before stream's end. Because it means that Discord will be active on my laptop and pinging me notifications throughout the stream. It could be Paleo. Normal summon. Battle phase. Attack. Sure, we'll declare the effect just in case it's Ash Blossom. What do we have? Snow. That's a sign of danger. It really is. And that's an upstart goblin for them. What is the cost of 1700 damage? What does that one play allow you to do? You don't have 7 cards. Oh, Super Volley. You want me to just play around Snow, Ash, and Super Volley? Into Mud Dragon. Sure. Does this target? No. Does this care? No. No. Well, yes it does. Alright, what could you... It's going to be Tearlament or Light Sworn. At least it should be when you're playing Snow. You now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They have a Snow activation. Not that I think it does them any good, but they have one. All of that from one special summon of Yugioh. Good God. It is Tearlament. Which one? Yeah, sure. Just go for it. Mud Dragon beatdown. Oh, I'm not about to let him keep a Mud Dragon. Are you about to attack with a Mud Dragon? You are. Yeah, you are not keeping that. We will both take 1900. I need the game to end on my terms, sooner rather than later. You could banish it. You could banish it with Snow and deal me 50 less damage. Not doing it. You're gonna let it get destroyed and then Snow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Honestly, Snow would be threatening at the moment. What are you gonna call by Yugioh? You think I have multiple of some cards? You're right, but like... why? When you've seen a perform of how a... what? Harvest Angel? You really are going to go for Snow. Banish your entire graveyard. Alright. I guess, I mean, I do respect it. It's just, like, why? You do have a monster on the field, and I do not, so that is one part of the advantage war. And I do not have a monster on the field. One unknown, which they know I cannot summon. Cosmo Goodwitch would go hard right now. Normal summon, book. Attack in. Tag out, Forerunner. 2/8. And they still have to build up the graveyard again. If they disconnected, that would be hilarious. It's not particularly a win I'd feel proud of, but it would be hilarious. I have 2 Good Witch. You could give me one of them. Like, they're really blinking. Just... oh, come on. Oh, you're kidding me. I know I have, like, an absurd rate. I do need to edit this deck. I really do. I guess we take out DNA Transplant. The Light Imprisoning Mirror is still good, I think. Doesn't stop Jet Dragon from being summoned. As said, after the stream. Oh, on the plus side, they don't feel comfortable flipping that up yet. Right, we literally have 1 draw to do it. We have plenty of draws that do it, but we just need 1 card. What are you doing with that? The macro can't be real. They have to be completely broken. I can't believe this. Well, that was, that's a game. I just said I need to look at the deck, and I then went into another duel immediately, without thinking. I am a genius. This much cannot be disputed. Right. Okay, set 1. Set 2. Activate Scold's Oracle. Excuse? Oh. That's funny. Anyway, that's not the effect I wanted. Yeah, we'll give you... surprise, surprise, Effect Veiler. If they combo off, I actually get cards, but... rather they didn't. Anyway. What do we got? Set. Set. Summon. We're going to activate this now. We'll activate. They're going to go battle phase. They are going to go battle phase. Chain 1. Chain 2. They don't seem to have a particularly playable hand, do they? Okay, so they don't take the damage, but they have declared an attack. Right. This is fine. We just keep them off anything. There we go. No monsters. Now we contribute set over this. We can't normal summon or special summon, but that's fine because we can keep them bricked. And this is a good card to set. So we shall do so. What do you have there? Numeron. Yeah, sure, we'll give you Numeron. That seems funny. Take 17. Start the clock. We're up a K, they're down 1-7, and we've got an infinite cylinder here. Dictating what they draw is funny. Especially because, like, you were on network, and then, you know, calling, and then they just can't be bothered. Let's see if they did have the Numeron cards. Because maybe it's because I gave them that card. It's a battle damage thing. Like, it's literally to prevent battle damage. Well, win's a win. So I gave them brick that I thought was combo. That's brilliant. I love it. Let's open 2 special packs. Probably get nothing, but you never know. What do we get? Cliff the Trap Remover. Alright. Vengeful Servant. We don't have anything that really helps with that. Ebon Arrow. This card is definitely something that looks like it should be a Blackwing card, but isn't. Alright. And if you link, you can target a monster. That's not bad, but we don't really have a link deck at the moment. We do have a couple Crusaders which work with links. So it's probably worth keeping in mind. We do need more generic links that are just kind of like down left and right pointing though. Scrap Beast. 1600 level 4 tuner. That is train support. We don't actually have level 10 earth machines. But this is good. Oh, we can just inflict 500 damage on the first turn. That's an option. Salamangreat we don't have. Don't have fire formations. That's our second flutist. That's another Drytron card. I think it's our third one. Requires cubics. And an Xyz monster we can make. Doesn't really help us out. But it is something we can make. If we ever go on a light deck, or if we actually get Galaxy Eyes and Photon cards, besides Sanctuary, it is an option. Dark Mist. We're not likely to make that. That's our second Neutron. Yosenju. If this is normal summon special on Yosenju, then during the end phase, return it. Unless you normal summon it. That's another Alluring. We don't really have Raid Raptors. More duplicates. Light Swarms. Nope. 2 level 4 Dark Dragons. We have none of those, I don't think. But it might be worth checking. Xyz card with monster effects except its own. And we have a Borrowing Grave, but banish it during the end phase. We could have a Borrowing Grave, is what I meant to say. We have the Borrowed Riot Dragon. That still doesn't change up the deck all that much, though, I don't think. Let's go back to Duel, because I'm very severely doubt it does. We probably want to cut this. They've been coming up less and less. But yeah, this one, we aren't currently playing Dark Dragons. We could... No, we changed type to Machine. We don't have type manipulation, we have attribute manipulation. If this card is Xyz summon, you can special summon a Photon. I don't think we have any, as stated before. That's already in the deck. Is there anything else that should be in the extra deck? I don't think so. Unless we want to put something back in that we took out earlier. I think the only things we may have took out are synchro monsters. Or, in this case, maybe we do want to put in the Samsara Dragon. Maybe. 2 fairies. It is a light, but these tokens are thunder. Yep. And yeah, it's going a little bit far back at this point. Yeah, Dark Dragon Ritual, not the Galaxy Dragon Ritual. Archfiend's Oath. We're looking for extra deck cards, not main deck. It is very tempting. I just don't think we're doing it. Oh, we also have this, but that's 4 level 10s. So the base version is 9s. We don't have 7s, we have a singular 7. What else could we put in the extra deck? 2+ monsters you control special summon from the extra deck. So yeah, we're never realistically making that, unfortunately. Not unless things change in a drastic way. 2 gold prides. Just, yeah, it is that one then. And yeah, we don't have 7s. We don't really have ways to discard. We don't have Therian spell traps. So yeah, we will say that that is that for the moment. Small changes here and there. That's all it's about. And slowly ranking your way up. Better and better. Right, 44 and 15. We can do an anti-U bell. I think that might be the play. Let's just assume for the moment it's U-Bell. Is there any particular reason to? No, but are we going to do it? Yes. If it's Tenpai, this also works, because they cannot attack. And we have a couple nice cards. People do typically just throw cards in the center column, so that's why Broken Line's where it is. This is not a typical person, apparently. Are we just going full, like, Blackwing combo? Is that the idea? You normal summoned already. We will chance this. How many times are they going to actually activate something in the same column? That's fine. It's not a tuner. It is... It's also an Aqua. So it's not really same typing or anything. Special summon this card. Okay, so they have a Synchro. Right. Yes, yeah, now they're going to keep around. They're going to not activate things in this column or this column. So are you going to synchro summon? You are. Okay, Armor Master. And do this now. And that should mean it's Armor Master Pass. And if that's the case, then we can do Blast Held by Destiny to get rid of it. They get a token, but that'll be about it. Yep. Now, granted, they have a lot better top decks, and they probably have stuff to continue next turn. But we have a monster on the field, which is better than sometimes, and they are not setting cards, so they probably have monsters in hand. They don't know we can't attack with this. Although they might suspect it when we don't. At the moment, it's just a level 4 on field. Which helps out. Set a spell trap. That's good. Photon Sanctuary. What can we do with that? We need effect monsters for this guy. And... how much damage? That's the question, because this is 1,000. That's another, what? 600. Then plus another 2. So there's not much of a difference. We'll just hold it. Go in with this, if they have Mirror Force or something. Yep, okay, that's fine. Oh, 10. That's a lot less fine. That's full Armor Master. No. 3 exactly? 3 exactly. Right. So, this can be destroyed by battle, which will be our out. It'll be this or this. 2+ monsters including a link. Okay, I think I know what we're doing next turn then. I think. I'm not completely sure. It does depend on if we get an effect monster and how badly they bricked. Because they might have just unbricked. There is every chance. You have a level 4 or lower. You do. Is that a tuner? It is. We're dead. Wait. Cannot activate with more. Right. Keep forgetting. Oh, you can't activate that effect then. Yay. But on the other hand, you can clear half my field. Which half? Oh, wait, I get these guys back. That changes things a little bit. You cannot get them back except for synchros, but that's only while it's on the field. Still unaffected. So we need to get through to this, which means we can... Okay. So we need to normal summon this, special summon this, get one of these two into a 6. No, that doesn't do it. Why are you doing that? Why are you taking my Good Witch? It's not a quick effect, you know. Did you just make Chaos Angel? No, Blackwinged Assault Dragon. Which means I only have a limited amount to do it, and this 700 damage is going to really hurt. Right. That's only plus 12. And we need 2 effect monsters to get into that. But we can't clear everything. It's just not possible with this. We can get rid of this. That's about it. It's not brilliant. Because that's 700 on 700. Then we have to do this, target this, and this. But we can burn them. 16. And then, yeah, that's the only thing we can do. It gives it a 1200 boost. So we set. We have to summon it, otherwise we die. And we've got MST in this thing. And that's not doing it, because it's just unaffected. Yeah, big 3k beat stick is going to be a bit too much, you know. Titan monster in either grave. Yeah, that'll do it. No, we'll let them hit in. They persevered. They gotta do it. It's just, yeah, battle phase, there you go. What's around to big 3k guys? The answer is, well, when you can't target them, or destroy them with card effects, not much. Normally it would be something like that. Is Plat 4 the place we are hard stuck? It might be. Now I'm going second. At the very least, that means it's probably not 10 pi. Oh, and what a going first hand this would have been. Labyrinth. Failure. Death. Generally death. Build normal summon Inspector Border and see what happens. Trap trick. Got many cards there. One of them probably does something. Battle phase. 2k. Now you see, I cannot play around an imperm column, for they are all statistically imperm. So, we're just gonna put it over Pendulum Zone. Statistically, the best columns are center first, and then the 2 Pendulum Zones second. I think. At least that makes sense to me. What are you on? It is Labyrinth. Oh, we give you that, we give you that, and we give you that. And we set one. And we pass turn. You've got all your trap cards, none of your monsters. Special Summon Labyrinth, yeah, okay, so they've just undone that. And I guess the bonus here is they don't get monster effects. The downside is they are stronger than Inspector Border. Yep, there's Lovely. But Lovely does not get its if another monster leaves field effect, so maybe they aren't even going to bother with that. No, okay. Compulse, Inspector Border. Yep. Full Labyrinth combo. I really should stick it out, but I do not know if there's much of a point. I got a blocker. I do have a blocker. It's unaffected by monster effects, so I get to summon it next turn, because they will activate a trap card. So I got 1200 damage to block. Yep, that's fine. Okay, the activated effects. This is not an activated effect to protect. Okay, that's fine. Well, is it really? No. I have just lost here. As is what's going to happen in Plat, really. I don't expect to win loads. I expect to duel. I expect to try. But I guess if you have made it through, like, Plat 4, there is a chance that you can, or Plat 5 even, there is a chance you can make it through Plat 4, because it's just effectively the same. Right. Yeah, that does not do it. What could we do? We don't have Salmon Great Almirage. We can't kill this one. Well, you might as well try, you know. I want to kill this one. Right, it's not on the wall yet. Only one of those is compulse. You might not even want to use it. Try get a 1200 paleo. Battle phase. One of those is probably imperm. Just because. Yep, nope, that'll do it. Alright. We are finding out about what Platinum is like. You can D-rank in Platinum, can't you? I swear you can. If you just go on a severe losing streak, which we are bound to do at some point. Which means we probably linger around this Plat 5, Plat 4 mark. Certainly a hand. Do you think it could be Dark Magician? Set. Activate. Let's check it out. It is in fact Dark Magician. All of these are bad choices. So, set that, and set this. We've got Shared Ride and Sour Scheduling, that's the best we've got. What is it with Dark Magician players just having a 12 card extra? Or just people having a 12 card extra? It seems a lot more common than you'd think. So yeah, now we get our Upstart Goblin at the very least. We probably don't die this turn, so we should live to see some use of it. They can't put Eternal Soul on the field face up, so we get to destroy something. We will still take the damage, but basically they do as well, which is more important. Yep, there's our upstart. We blocked Pendulum Zone. And now they just add the Dark Magical Circle. Is it hard once per turn? Use each effect. It's not ideal. Are they waiting for something? Are they wondering if they should stop giving me cards? Is that the idea? No. Yeah, we can't allow that, really. They can put it down again, but that means that they only get the on-summon. Because it's on activation, you can try and use it. Okay. They're just going to use it as draw fodder. Which means they possibly have Eternal Soul. Or not. Okay. And now we do this because we would take the damage anyway, so let's make them take the damage. Unless you got the Karibo as well. Right, that's not terrible, actually. If they have Eternal Soul, we are in a spot of bother, but we can actually attack through once. And we go Battle Phase. And we activate this effect now. Maxi. Eternal Soul. That is fine. They do get Dark Magician every turn, which is unfortunate. And they can search when they don't, they can search when they don't get Dark Magician. They have Rod in hand, they have the spell in hand. Right, so the way we do this is we have to attack him with, well, we do this. It's the only way to do it. And then we attack him with this right now. Give it another 600 to just inflict some damage. Right, now they can get it back next turn, which is dangerous. And that is all spells traps. This is a horrible decision. At the very least, we get to keep this guy at 26 for a turn. Which means attacking into him is dangerous. Although they do just activate the Dark Magical Circle, summon him from the graveyard, banish the card I control. Which means we're looking at exactly this one, or this one. One of these two, but preferably preferably Fairy Wind in this situation. You've done that. And you've just changed the order of your deck. You confuse me. Oh, you plan to use... Yeah, now you can use the effect of Eternal Soul as well. Because you haven't used that just yet. Yep, there's the monster. I think we pulled, like... Oh, and they've just got the other one in their hand. They didn't add that to their hand. They did. They did add it to their hand. Are you wondering to change something? Yeah, there is, but, like, one top deck now. It is exactly Fairy Wind. We don't even have that, actually. Nope. That's just the game. Twin Twisters might be a good inclusion. I think we did actually pull one. So I'm going to go find that card. We didn't get Twin Twisters. What spell trap did we get? Spell trap removal did we get? Because we got something. This one's MST? No. No, this is MST. We can't use that, can we? With it being that far up, we actually got it after the Link pack, in the Link generation. Double Cyclone is what I remember us getting. We have a lot of spell traps, and we don't have much removal. This has not come up at all. So maybe that is just worth doing. A lot of odd cards out and about that I just don't really remember getting. Level 8 or higher spellcaster. That's not a spellcaster, and then none of the rest of them are. None of these are. So yep, that's not happening. Runic you are, but we don't have any runic cards to actually, you know, do with it. It would be good, but what for? It's exactly for, like, Raigeki, Duster, Lightning Storm, which are common cards. It just, and I guess the odd Dark Magician player, but feels weird. Feels weird that we got 3 of that too. I don't think we're quite at the point of wanting to just normal summon MST. So let's just call that a change. And go again. Because we are getting there ever slowly. We also are getting to the point where I probably have to quit the stream soon. We've been going for 3 hours. It would take an awful long time for first second. Will you let the clock decide for you? Has the server not responded? Yeah, there we go. We'll take first. Come what may. See how it pans out. This is certainly a hand. Against a 40 card deck. Sure. Let's do it. Tokens. Set. And set. We could tribute set, but I don't think there's much point. If it's Chaos Max, there will have been a point. But I haven't actually seen Chaos Max in a while. I've become... a lot less scared of it than maybe should be. That's a Blue Eyes. That's a Chaos Max. I have 2 0 defense tokens. You have an alternative. Oh, you can't activate its effect. Bye. How about that instead? That targets Spanish. That destroys. That's a non-targeting steal. That's our out to Blue Eyes Chaos Max if we can even do something like that. Yeah, the issue here is we're not negating the monster effects in hand. It's a summoning condition, isn't it? Yeah, it's a summoning condition. Which means they will have a chance to do it again this turn. They also might just get Chaos Form. Chaos Form would be the end of the game. Because, yeah, as stated, we need to destroy an opponent's monster by battle to then snatch steal. Which isn't a very likely idea. It's fine. Now what? Attacking. Please do. I'm looking forward to dealing 300 damage and then 3/3 next turn. Ah, congratulations, it can't use its on-field effects. You can summon it. You're very used to this being the out to everything. Well, sometimes it does come up. I guess we can't really remove the light imprisoning mirror. There's still enough Blue Eyes around. Let's take a look at our legacy packs. And probably end the stream off on a high note, because there is a chance we would be sitting around a lot longer for another win. This is... I mean, that's alright, it's a DDD card. It is a special summon, but it does have very specific conditions. It's basically a 2 tribute monster, really. This, unfortunately, is not playable. We need, like, to give it an attack boost and to allow it to double attack. That's pretty much, like, what would make this viable, because giving it a 2k boost would be good, but I guess the problem is it's also during your next standby phase. It's not like after it inflicts the damage. It's Raging Flame Sprite and the Barnacle Drill are a lot better for a reason. This is funny, but it's not going to help us. Nor is this one. Steel Swarm Scout. You can special summon this, but you can't special summon another monster. That's probably not going to help us. Another Blackwing. Shadol. That is our second Shadol card. Not that it's really helping. And that is a Gem Knight. Right, we have 2 master packs. number one. What could we get? Could be just about anything. This is good. This is game winning. Hell yeah, that's going in. I think it needs to remain on the field. I think it needs to live. So that's not happening. We got a third one. I think we gotta play it. Like, it just bricks some people and allows us hand knowledge. So, like, it's really good. That's not happening either. I didn't mean to do all that, but when you take effect damage, special. And it's not bad. It is special summon, it's a DDD card, but this is an Ancient Gear. And it's a single tribute. I think that goes in the machine deck. And that is really good. That makes Muddy Dragon a lot better. That's just the first one. We got one more to go. See what could come up in this one. That's interesting. We have an ultra rare. Cool. We got Donnell. We don't have Adventurer token support. This does allow us to synchro and target banish light or dark. I don't know if that's going to come up, but it definitely, like, it's part of a chaos deck. It's another card for it. Goblin Biker. We don't have goblins. That's for the machine deck. That's definitely for the machine deck. It can attack directly. Ooh, that's good for the Pendulum Soup stuff. 8 scale, though. I think we didn't need an 8. Maybe I'm wrong. That looks really good, though. Equip only to a link. You can move it to a main monster zone. Destroy one card in the same column. I don't think we're going to play that for some reason. And once again, the blue eyes we have, they are not our blue eyes monsters, so this doesn't help us. I have been playing around this card to no end. That is somewhat ironic that we would get it. It is a really good card, though. Like, that's a really, like, it's a solid rank 8. It's just so unfortunate that we can't really make it. I'm gonna double check, but, like, 8s are not the forte we have. Right. Let's check our decks. Of course, the thing about this is it's great in Springans because it's repeat removal. But we are not Springans, and therefore it is not repeat removal. But anyway, where's the Saviour? Torrential Tribute. We haven't given this time to come up. I think it... Like, Psychic Blade would have been really handy for just beating over the full Armor Master. And if we were able to beat over the full Armor Master, that arguably would be, like, pretty good. Sure, they could probably just pop it, but it's something. Do we just pop this in? We kind of have to cut something for it. We're already pushing the deck size kind of as is. This is removal that we haven't really used. No, that's not true. We have used it. And it's not the greatest card known to man. Much to think about with it. Like, our deck definitely needs some, like, an overhaul. But I'm not quite sure where to start. So maybe that's a project for next time properly. Let's go to... Let's just create a new deck for a second. And let's type in flip. What do we have? We have this, we have this. We have Cretin, Morphing, Subterra, this. Flip Frozen. Oh yeah, Ninja. Right. What else do we have? Another Subterra. This one. This one. Another Subterra. What else do we have? It feels like that was part of a two-part combo. It's another Ninja. These two. Oh yeah, there's an Amorphages. That's one of them. That's the other one. We got like different Man-Eater Bug. Arguably that's something we can put in. We have two crawlers now. Although that's not really going to change this deck, I don't think. Set. Problem is that we don't actually have things to reset our monsters. Like, we have a few flips, but outside of, like, exactly the Ghost Trick stuff, maybe. But all the Ghost Tricks should read flips, so... What do we have? 100 damage for each set card. Special summon no, normal summon a Ghost Trick in addition. Yeah, that, like, this doesn't do a whole lot. Let's try the warrior deck for a second. Let's see what ninjas are doing. Not that one. Warrior. Oh yeah, we got Break of the Magical Warrior, the spellcaster monster, of course. That's an equip for them. Equip only to a fire warrior. That's not terrible, actually. That probably goes in. That's a worm. That's a... Oh yeah, this guy, if we have enough ignites, that's technically Rota. We have more than one ignite. Are they the same scale? No, they're different scales as well. That's interesting. They have to attack that one. What else are we looking at? Oh, a huge amount. Can't use these. Use that. It's an Earth Warrior. Oh yeah, right. We have one of these we can actually use. Does that change things? Probably not. Because it would require getting exactly one of these other normal monsters on the field. That's about beast warriors, not actual warriors. And that's all the ones that say warrior. But we could have, like, typing. So let's have a quick look. Yeah, we get a couple more when we do that. Oh yeah, right, we've got one Pendulum Spirit. And there are a lot more just plain old warrior monsters. Oh yeah, like our battling boxes. Let's put that one in, just as a reminder. And our double Bastinatrix. With nothing to make with it. That we have another battling boxes somewhere. At least I think we do. We got those two and this one. Okay, I probably haven't included all of our battling boxes, but what I also haven't included is where's this guy? Okay. Yeah, we got that one. Cool. This is a bit of a weird pile to call, like, warriors. Especially because, like, I don't know, I don't think it's that great. Like, we got way too high a monster count to start with. This probably does nothing. That will do something, but it's about how much. Right, I think I'm going to look into things in a couple minutes, and I'm going to close the stream, for I'm just sitting here pondering choices, not actually, like, dueling. So, thank you all for joining. Hope you've all enjoyed yourselves, had a good time, and look forward to catching you in the next stream on Monday. Goodbye for now.